and welcome to Friday's General Hospital Recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. That didn't need a dramatic gasp. And we're going to get right to it because we are back on track because I'm marathoning Mondays right now, and then we're going to be, good. And I might have a special surprise, General Hospital-wise, by the end of the week or during this week. So I'll let you know on that. But let's get right to it. At the penthouse, Sam comes downstairs to see Jason holding Scout by the window and talking to her because they're just so adorable. And there's a knock on the door. It's Curtis with a present, and I think it's a blanket. Sam offers that Curtis can hold Scout, and he's really good with her. He tells Jason about the possible invitation to join the PCPD, and Jason's like kind of happy for him, but like then they can't work together, you know? And that's giving Curtis pause too. I think he's gonna miss the spirit of what he and Jason did. They were a good team, and I was like, team up, work for Jackal and McCall, or just on your own. Like, come on, don't break up the team. Come on. Jason's cooler anyway, and you guys get more done than the PCPD does, you know? Sideburn PCPD. So Curtis leaves, and Jason tells Sam he thinks he's gonna miss him, and I was like, of course you are. So Sam thinks it's a shame to break the team up. Yeah, me too. And she thinks Julian being dead will give Alexis a chance to heal, and Sam's not going to miss Julian. All he did was lie and manipulate her mother. But Sam sees Alexis was trying to forgive Julian before he died, and like she didn't pull any punches with her, and she thinks now she pushed too hard, and now Alexis won't confide in her. So Jason suggests Sam tell the truth, why she feels like she feels, separate from Alexis's issues with Julian. And Sam says Julian had a chance to be a good man, but she's glad he won't be able to disappoint her again and again and again and again and again. At Liz's, Franco makes sure Liz is sure about this move-in, and she's sure he's going to do well. That Jake's going to do well with the art therapy. The spot on the paper that was blank is now not blank. Jake drew something during the night, a creepy scarecrow. You have no idea what's happening, do you?
No. I'm listening, and
she's behind.
Sounds so crazy.
So Jake comes downstairs. He's gonna go to school today because he's feeling better, and he says he didn't add anything to drawing when he's asked about it. So Liz didn't think the other boys did it, and Franco says no, this was definitely Jake. He might not remember doing it, but she thinks it's time to loop Jason in. So the boys leave. Liz is gonna call Jason, but then she remembers something, and that this is so much worse than she realized. That's about to make sound. It's making sound. No. So the book, the Helena's book, Jake's Adventure, has a scarecrow in it. Oh, drama. And maybe that's a trigger that rang, that was built into it that now has, got Jake thinking. And the story is just buried deep in his subconscious, and they need to reread it and, know what's going on. At Finn's, Hayden slept at Finn's. He's taped to the chair.
Oh my goodness,
no idea. He asked her to tape him down because he didn't trust himself going through withdrawal. So he says he made it through withdrawal. He's done. It's been less than 2 hours. She slept through the whole thing. Who knew? Anyone who watched Celebrity Rehab knew that's not how it works. He's like, yeah, I went from bad to worse, and then it's gone, and she's like, right, and now he wants to be let go. Surprise, surprise. She said, ooh, 1 second, this totally... So he said it was going to take longer, and he told her he needed to stay until the cravings were gone. She asked some more questions because it hasn't even been 2 hours. She thinks they should wait longer, and after she keeps saying that, he yells at her to let him go. So she picks up her phone and texts someone, and he accuses her of turning him in. He doesn't trust her. He's spiraling. He's being super, super mean, and he says that she's using him. I don't think he thinks it, but he's saying that she's texting the pharmaceutical company and that she's stealing his money. She's a thief and a liar, and, she says it's the drugs talking, and that enough already. And he brings up Nicholas and that she preys on people, and I'm like, oh. So then, almost as soon as that comes out of his mouth, he says he's sorry. He doesn't know what he's saying. It's drugs. Please forgive him. And then he passes out and then wakes up with a jolt and grabs her wrist, which, not good. Curtis busts in. He makes Finn let her go. She had texted him. A security called, and Hayden said everything's fine. Hayden swears Curtis to secrecy about all this, and by this time, Finn is, really out. And he knows a detox yourself, do it yourself thing when he sees one, and he's like, this is not good. At Alexis's place, someone's at the door. It's Molly and Christina. They're worried about her, and she's been worried about them. Christina has a lot of hate for Liv. Alexis says that she's locked up for the rest of her life, and they can focus on the positive parts of their life now. Molly spots the letter. Christina doesn't believe a word of it, but Molly is really reading it closely. Better lighting. Christina gives Alexis a hard time about possibly believing it, and she thinks that Julian could have given them some warning at some point. Molly believes the letter, or at least she believes it could be true. Like, she's not like taking it as gospel, and he wrote it after he would have been dead, so like what would have been the point of lying at that point, you know? Alexis says if it is true, she regrets not telling him that she still loves him. And Christina's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I already knew that. But Molly wants to make sure Alexis isn't idealizing Julian. Christina brings up her relationship with Kiefer. Like, what if after all was said and done, she had, like, started making excuses or romanticizing their relationship? And they want to make sure she's not rewriting history. So they ask about her AA meetings. She hasn't been going. She doesn't have a sponsor, obviously. She needs to make time. And she says she'll do it tomorrow. That she's not on their timetable, and they don't want her to lose her progress. Like, they're honestly just looking out for her. I want to wear my new lipstick. Oh, I will remember one of these days, I promise. Cassie got me this amazing lipstick, but again, I don't want to get up, so I'm not going to. So she thanks him for caring. She doesn't want to go back. You know, she wants to work on her progress, so she knows where there's going to be a meeting in 20 minutes, which seemed a little too convenient, but I was like, you know what? I've watched stuff where they go to AA, aka mom. Like, I know there's a lot of meetings, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. This is Port Charles, after all. And they're able to kind of make some jokes. And I think Christina's wearing this shirt that has, like, ruffles on the front, but then, like, it doesn't have the same back, but it's the same purple. And I'm pretty sure I have a shirt very, very, very similar to that I got in approximately 2008. At Perks, Sonny and Carly are both there. He doesn't want Carly to go. He sees the love that's there, that there's hope. She doesn't quite have it. And he thinks that she wants things to be better in the future. He wants that too. She knows what the right answer is, and that they always make it through. But should they? Just because they can, should they? You know, she needs time to move past it. And he's like, how much time? And she's like, well, how long did you lie? Like, so he says he can't do it. He's had enough. And then he brings up her asking him for forgiveness for leaving. That she should ask him for forgiveness for leaving after Morgan died, and that, you know, he had to carry that burden alone, thinking he killed his son. And she can't believe he's throwing this in her face. And he's like, I'm not. I'm just pointing out that nobody's perfect, and we both need forgiveness. And she just doesn't like being told the timetable of her healing, which I totally get. I feel like he can just give her space and let her work through it. And not be constantly, like, apologizing to her, you know? Like, let her, you've already apologized, let her work on it, you know? So she reiterates it's about the lies, you know? Which every time this happens, like, I just get transported back to 2 years ago with the Lulu Dante Dillon thing, and it's like, or Valerie, Dylan was involved too, but, like, it's literally, like, the same thing. So I'm like, argh. And, you know, he allowed her to trust him and get close, and it was all a lie, so what they were rebuilding wasn't real. And she feels he's making this that it's all on her now. And he says if there's nothing he can do to earn her forgiveness, then why bother? And I'm like, well, that's not the right answer. And now end scene. Hayden tells Curtis about Finn and the pharmaceutical company. And Curtis sees like it really is just her that he can rely on. And he says detox isn't the end. It's only the beginning. So, I mean, this isn't going to be the end of it. And if you watch Celebrity Rehab, you know that, because those people were there year after year after year. At least two were. I would call the person out, but they've since passed, so R.I.P. Curly's taking in what Sonny said, and he's saying their marriage is over. There's someone at Liz's door. Franco says it would be weird if it was Helena, and I was like, you haven't been around long enough to joke like that. And it's Jason dropping off Jake's baseball mitt, and she brings him in, and he doesn't understand what's going on, because he's like, I don't want to be here. Christina and Molly come to see Scout. They tell Sam about the letter. They think Alexis should tell her what's in it, and she's on her way to AA right now. Everything's looking up. Alexis is actually back at the house, and amazingly, there isn't a private AA meeting going on there. She locks the doors, pulls the blinds, opens her purse, and pulls out a freshly bought bottle of wine in the stereotypical paper bag and stares at it. So I'm like, well, there's that. I will see you in literally 5 seconds because I'm about to record yesterday's, and then we'll work on today's, and I'm good, y'all. Like, look at me, catching up. Oh, I'm so good. But I will see you in literally 5 seconds, and I hope you have a great 5 seconds. Bye.